Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's podcast. If you are a student, this story is for you. It's about struggles, self doubt, courage, and transformation. Many of us dream big but hesitate because of fear of speaking, fear of failure, fear of what people will say. This story is about one such student, Aaron, and how he found his voice. It is not just a story. It's a journey that will inspire you to break your own barriers. So listen carefully, imagine yourself in the story, and by the end, you may see your own life in a new light. The long story, the student who found his voice. Araf was a quiet boy who always sat in the last row of the classroom. He was intelligent, he understood math problems quickly, remembered history dates without effort, and even wrote beautiful essays. But there was one problem: he could not speak confidently, especially in English. Whenever the teacher asked a question, Arad's heart would beat faster. His hands would sway, and his voice would tremble. Sometimes he would start an answer, make a mistake, and hear his classmates laughing. Slowly he began avoiding eye contact, lowering his head, and keeping silent. One day, his teacher, Mrs. Murta, announced, "Students, next month we are going to have a speech competition. Everyone must participate. You can choose your own topic." The classroom filled with excitement. Some students immediately started discussing topics. Others were nervous. Arar felt as if the ground had slipped under his feet. A speech in front of everyone? That's impossible for me, he thought. That evening at dinner, Arar's mother noticed his silence. "What's wrong, Arar?" she asked. He hesitated. "There's a speech competition. I don't think I can do it." His grandfather, who was listening quietly, put his hand on Arar's shoulder. "My boy," he said softly, "do you know the difference between a brave person and a fearful one?" Araf looked up. "What? The brave person also feels fear." His grandfather smiled. "But he chooses to face it. Fear disappears only when you walk through it." Those words kept echoing in Arab's mind. That night, he stood in front of the mirror and whispered, Maybe I can try." The next day, Araf chose his topic, the power of never giving up. It felt right because it was exactly what he needed to remind himself. At first, practice was a disaster. He stumbled, forgot words, and mispronounced sentences. His younger sister giggled once, and Araf almost gave up. But then he remembered his grandfather's words. He wrote his speech again, broke it into small parts, and practiced daily. In the morning he practiced before the mirror. In the afternoon he practiced while walking in the garden. At night he recorded his voice on his phone, listened, and improved. Slowly his confidence grew. The big day arrived. Students were lined up on stage, and parents filled the auditorium. Arab's legs trembled as his name was called. He walked onto the stage, his palms sweaty. For a moment, he froze. The microphone felt heavy. His eyes saw hundreds of faces. "Run away," a voice in his head whispered. But then he remembered his grandfather's words. "Fear disappears only when you walk through it." He took a deep breath and began, "Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to talk about the power of never giving up." At first, his voice shook. A few students giggled when he mispronounced a word, but instead of stopping, Araf smiled. He corrected himself and continued. With each line, his voice grew stronger. He started believing in his own words. By the end of his speech, there was silence in the hall. Then the audience clapped. His teacher smiled proudly. Era had not only given a speech, he had given hope to many students who felt the same fear. Arab didn't win the first prize, but he won something greater, his confidence. From that day, he began raising his hand in class. He started practicing English daily with his friends. Soon, he even joined the debate club. His classmates who once lashed at him now admired him. One day, a junior student came to him and said, "Taya, I'm also scared of speaking in English. Will you help me?" Arif smiled. "Of course. Let's practice together. Remember, mistakes are just stepping stones." Arif's journey teaches us many things. Fear is natural, but courage is a choice. Confidence doesn't come overnight. It grows with practice. Making mistakes is not failure. Giving up is failure. Every student has the power to change their life if they take one brave step. So, dear students, remember Arab's story. Maybe you are sitting silently in your class right now, afraid to speak, afraid to fail. But the truth is you already have the strength inside you. All you need is one brave step. Next time you hesitate, remind yourself, fear disappears only when you walk through it. Your voice matters. Your dreams matter. And just like Arab, you too can find your voice. Thank you so much for listening to this story till the end. If you enjoyed it and want to listen to more such inspiring stories and English learning content, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends, because your support gives me the motivation to bring you more helpful stories every day. See you in the next video.